POV, you finally get a raise. Not a life-changing raise, just enough to breathe differently on payday. For one Friday afternoon, your bank account looks like proof that life is moving forward.
Then Monday arrives, and the raise already has a waiting list.
A better apartment says you deserve comfort. A newer car says you need reliability. A delivery app says you worked hard. A subscription says it is only $12.
And by the end of the month, the raise did not make you richer. It only made your old habits more expensive.
That is the trap most money advice talks around, but rarely shows you clearly. Competitors call it bad habits, frugal habits, or stealth wealth. RichLife calls it the silent salary leak. It is not one dramatic mistake. It is your identity learning how to spend your new income before your future can touch it. The Federal Reserve says many adults can cover a small emergency with cash, but the deeper question is what happens after the emergency. Because surviving a $400 problem is not the same as having a system that survives life. Bankrate found that only about 4 in 10 Americans would use savings alone for a $1,000 emergency. That is not just a statistic. It is a mirror. It asks whether your raise became a buffer or a costume. At level 1, basic economy, every raise is emotional oxygen. You feel behind, so you buy proof that you are catching up.
The proof may be small. A nicer dinner, faster shipping, a monthly app you barely open.
Small purchases are dangerous because they do not feel like betrayal. They feel like permission. At level 2, comfort zone. The same raise has a different job. It disappears on purpose. Not into things people can see, but into things that keep panic from making decisions for you. This is where many stealth wealth videos leave a hole. They tell you to look quiet, but not how to redirect the urge to perform. Looking quiet is not the goal. Becoming hard to financially disturb is the goal.
The first rule is brutal. When income rises, do not upgrade your visible life for 30 days.
Let the raise sit in your account long enough for your nervous system to stop treating it like a rescue helicopter.
Most people spend quickly because extra money feels temporary. They do not trust it, so they turn it into evidence. They want evidence they are successful, evidence they are loved, evidence the struggle was worth something. But wealth is not evidence. Wealth is capacity. Capacity to say no, capacity to wait, capacity to leave a bad room before it owns you.
The second rule, every raise needs a job before your lifestyle interviews it.
Give the first slice to breathing room. Give the second slice to debt that charges rent on your mistakes.
Give the third slice to assets, even if the amount feels too small to respect.
Small assets are not impressive. That is why they work. Nobody claps, so ego cannot hijack them. The third rule, never let convenience become your new landlord. Delivery, subscriptions, fees, upgrades, and minimum payments are not separate leaks. They are one leak wearing different outfits. When you see them separately, you negotiate with each one. When you see the system, you shut the valve. A car payment can become a personality. Not because the car is evil, but because the payment starts deciding your options.
A bigger apartment can become a stage. You sleep better for 1 week, then the rent becomes normal and the pressure remains.
Subscriptions are quieter. They do not knock. They simply harvest your forgetfulness every month. Minimum payments are colder. They let you feel responsible while interest keeps eating in the dark. Buy now, pay later is the most elegant trap because it separates pleasure from pain. This is why a raise can become a prison with nicer walls. The escape is not shame. Shame makes people hide. Systems make people free. So RichLife does not ask, what did you buy? RichLife asks, what did that purchase make impossible? That is the RichLife gap. Not another list of habits, but the moment your identity stops needing receipts. For the next raise, run this test. For 30 days, upgrade nothing that can be photographed. Upgrade only what protects you. Automatic savings, debt reduction, emergency cash, and a small investment transfer. If your life feels calmer after 30 days, the raise was never the solution. Control was. If your life feels boring, congratulations. Boring is what money feels like before it becomes power. Ask yourself one cold question. Did your last raise build a buffer, or did it just improve the costume? Subscribe to RichLife Scenarios, because the first sign of real wealth is not looking richer. It is needing less proof.
The first account is your emergency buffer. It is not sexy, but it is the wall between inconvenience and crisis.
The second account is your debt exit. Every dollar sent there buys back a little future silence. The third account is your investing door. Even a small transfer teaches your money to leave the room and work. The fourth account is guilt-free spending. Yes, you still live, but the fun has a fence now. Without those fences, every category pretends it is urgent. Clothes become urgent. Food becomes urgent. Convenience becomes urgent. That is how decent income turns into financial noise. Nothing is catastrophic, but everything is loud. Quiet wealth begins when you lower the volume before you increase the income. This is why RichLife cares about behavior before numbers. Numbers show the wound, but behavior shows the knife. If you earn more and feel the same pressure, do not ask for more income first. Audit the leak first. If you earn more and feel more anxious, your lifestyle may have grown faster than your confidence. A raise should not make you need a second raise. That is how people become promoted and trapped at the same time. The real promotion is not the title. It is the first month your money obeys you after your income rises.